Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
Today is the last Sunday of May, and here in Sweden we have Mother's Day. I haven't done any episodes so far, or not that many so far this year. And my sister asked me, can you make the episode for this Sunday? And I had some ideas of what I wanted to talk about, but she really wanted me to talk about mothers and motherhood. So here it is. I grew up in a house with 7 siblings, which means that I'm number 3, and so I had 5 younger siblings. My mom was pregnant a lot, or she was nursing, or she was taking care of the younger children. We also had a dog, and we had a lot of activities in the church. My dad usually had a calling in the church, so my mom was doing a lot of the household chores by herself. I remember I helped her as much as I could or wanted to, probably not as much as I should have, but I used to help to take the dog out, and also I used to take care of my younger siblings. I remember I used to put them to bed, and I used to sing to them while they were falling asleep. Growing up then meant that I actually had some experience taking care of young children, and I always wanted to be a mom. My mom was a great example that she was always helping people, and that was always a great example to me. I didn't see her so much realize maybe the things that she wanted to do in life. As I became a mother, that was the first time that I truly understood the amount of work that went into being a mother and having the household chores. Yeah, when you have a baby, you don't have time for a lot of things that you used to have time for. So I remember it was a hard time. It was a struggle to even go and be able to have time to take a shower sometimes. So I graduated from BYU, actually. I took my bachelor's in theater and media arts. And about a month later, my oldest daughter was born. And 2.5 months later, we moved to Brazil. And we lived there for 3 years. It was quite a shock to be a mother. There were a couple of things that I hadn't counted on, such as not being able to leave the child to somebody else and being kind of alone in rearing the child, since my ex-husband was not extremely interested or didn't have any knowledge at all about younger children and their needs. Him being a narcissist also made it kind of like when I came home with a baby, it was almost like he was jealous of the time that I had to spend taking care of the child. But I tried to tell him a couple of times, it's like, if you help me and we divide the tasks, then I'll have more time and energy over for you. But he didn't really listen to that. So we lived in Brazil for about 3 years, and when I got pregnant again, we moved to Sweden. I was basically raising them from when they were born, and then after the divorce I was a single mother for a long time, and it was a lot of work taking care of them by yourself, but it was also a joy because I always wanted to be a mother. So long story short, we got divorced, and the girls lived with me, and every other weekend they spent with their father, and when they were gone I worked a lot. I changed jobs so I would be able to spend as much time as possible with the girls and take care of them properly. Then I met another man, also from Brazil, and now we're married and we have 2 children together. First we got a girl, so I have 3 girls, and then I got a son. My youngest daughter have ADHD, and she was very social when she was growing up. She was the kind of person that would talk to everybody when we were out walking. And really had to stop her sometimes from inviting strangers to our house and putting limits on who to talk to and when. But she has a big heart, She's very lovable, but she talks nonstop, morning to evening. And then 2 years later, we had our son. And when he was about 2 years old, we were told by my sisters that maybe we should look into autism. And so we started Googling it, and we realized that he had a lot of the symptoms for being an autistic child. It's very different. They're very opposite, my youngest daughter and my youngest son. One talks a lot, and the other one didn't barely talk at all. But something that I learned, and I never thought I was a very patient person, but I always think I could do better. But I have to practice my patience a lot with the children. And I think that Heavenly Father helps me a lot to just take care of them, because they really need a lot of love and care. Especially our son, who's autistic. And since he cannot speak a lot, we have to interpret everything that he needs. And he needs help with a lot of things, from morning to when he goes to bed. But it's very rewarding being his mother, because with him, you cannot take anything for granted, which means that whenever he makes progress, it becomes so much more. I remember the day I came to pick him up in preschool, and the teachers told me that he was always waiting by the gate around the time he knew about what time I would come. And he just saw me, he started running to me, and then he said, "Mommy." And that was the first time that he kind of acknowledged who I was. Now when I talk about it, I'm back in that moment. And it was a very powerful moment for me. And I have those kind of moments a lot with him, because he does not follow the normal curve of development. So I love being a mother. I love motherhood. I do really think that you need to be kind of to take care of everything that goes around. It's very hard to be single mom. And my heart reaches out to all of you single moms out there. You're doing a great job. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Mother's Day from Sweden. Just remember that these children are a gift from God. And we're here to lead them right, and to tend for their needs and just help them become the best human beings they possibly can. I have 4 wonderful children that I love very much. Today, I had a great Mother's Day. My oldest daughter came and she took care of the 2 youngest while me and my husband got to go into town. And we actually went to a church in the center of Stockholm and we listened to a concert, Carmina Burana, which we both like. And it was an amazing experience to share with him. And I'm very grateful for my daughter who came to help us today. I got a little cup that said "World's Best Mom" from my daughter and a book from my son that I bought yesterday, but it was a book that I wanted, but he got to give me a present. Mothers, you do an amazing job. My sister is an amazing mother. I have a lot of sisters and sister-in-laws that are also amazing mothers, taking care of their children, looking to their every need. In my patriarchal blessing, it says that I was going to be a mother and that I should lead my children right and show them the right path. And I've been trying to do that as an example. I don't bring my youngest son to church anymore, but I used to bring him, and we used to sit in the nursery, and I could not really partake of a relief society or Sunday school. But now, coming to think of it, I said, hey, he got a golden ticket. He's not responsible for anything that he does here. I'm very blessed to have him in my life, but he doesn't really need to go to church. And that way, he stays home with his father, and I can participate in Relief Society and Sunday school. And it's been great for me to get this time for myself and just really get closer into the gospel. And so, by being a mom, I really admire all you moms out there. It's not an easy task, but it's so rewarding. And I also think a lot about our mother in heaven. We don't talk about her so much, but she's there. She loves us all. I really look forward to meeting her again. She's the nurturing part of the deities. I think our Heavenly Mother loves us all very much. Just remember also to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. Make sure that you have the oxygen, the energy, the love to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Nobody's helped if you burn out. The highest commandment said that you should love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and you should love your neighbor and yourself. It's one of the most important commandments. Love yourself, take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to take care of you in the best way that you can do. And so, let's just reach out, help a mother, take care of each other, talk to each other, be each other's support. Me and my sister, we talk almost every day. And after this here, I'm going to call my mother and I'm going to say, Happy Mother's Day. Well, that's all for today. I have a couple of episodes coming up and I think it'll be really fun. And so I'll try to record a few more episodes. Be the light, share the light, spread the light, shine.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.